Everyone, this is me, Abu Ahmed Choudhury, and welcome to Army Physics class. Today we are going to cover a new chapter. So let's not delay anymore and let's. I would request everyone to write the chapter number and the name of the chapter. Chapter 2.10, more about the mains electricity. Chapter 2.10, more about the mains electricity. So let's not delay and let's start the concept. I'm sorry for presenting like this, as I don't have any projector with me. I'm going to show you like this. So the first thing we are seeing here is parallel circuit with two branches. The first thing we are going to see here is the parallel circuit with two branches. So this is a sample diagram. This is a sample diagram drawn by me, which is a parallel circuit. As you see that here are two different branches, and in the second branch, the second bulb is glowing but not the first bulb, and it's because that the first bulb, as you can see here, that the first bulb is not glowing because it's not connected with this end. So this thing here is not. Complete. The circuit is not complete for this branch, but the circuit is complete for the second branch, so the bulb is glowing. As we know that the second bulb is taking energy or taking electricity from the power source. The electricity is going to the first branch, but because the branch is incomplete or because the circuit is incomplete, the electricity is not being able to pass through the bulb and go back to the battery. As we know that current flows from positive to negative, and electrons flow from negative to positive. As current is flowing from positive to negative, so when the current is going, is coming from the positive direction, from the left side, the current is coming and entering the bulb, but because the wire is not connected with the bulb, or the second end of the wire is not connected with the bulb, that is the reason the bulb is not glowing, and that is also the reason that electricity is not being able to pass through the bulb, hence it is not being able to go back to the battery. So the circuit is incomplete and the bulb is not glowing. But let us look at the second bulb. Or the second branch. So in the second branch, the bulb is connected with the both ends of the bulb is connected with the both end of the wire. Hence, making the circuit complete. And the electricity is or the current which is flowing from the left side of the battery to the right side, it's coming from the left side, it's coming to the end of the first end to the bulb and it's being able, as the wire is connected with both the ends of the bulb, so the current is being able to pass. So the current is being able to pass through the second bulb, hence it's glowing. I don't think that you guys are seeing it correctly, that the bulb 2 is yellow, but let me clear you guys that the second bulb is yellow because the second bulb is glowing, and it's glowing because current is being able to pass from the circuit. So the second circuit is complete. The second thing is complete. So if we need to connect two bulbs in a room, suppose in your bedroom you need to connect two bulbs. we are going to use a parallel circuit to join them. If we need to connect two bulbs in a room, we are going to use a parallel circuit. We are not going to use a series circuit, and we exactly know the reason why we are not going to use a series circuit and why we have to use a parallel circuit. But still I am saying, as in series circuit the voltage is being shared but the amount of current is same, but the voltage is being shared. As the voltage is being shared, and let me give you some pause for azan is going on. So guys, I'm back here. So I'm back as the azan was going on. That is the reason I paused the video. So what was I saying? If we have to connect, suppose you have to connect two lights in your bedroom, you won't connect it in a series circuit, as you know that the current remains the same but the voltage is being shared. So the bulbs will not glow equally, they will glow a little bit dimmer. They are going to glow a little bit dimmer. In this case, as you have joined, suppose you have now finally joined two bulbs in your room using a parallel circuit. Now the main thing in here is that you can use one switch or two different switches. You can use one switch or two different switches. The first option you were given with that you can use one main, either you have to use one main switch which will control both lights, which means that you can turn on and off both lights together at the same time. And the second option you are provided with is that provide an individual switch for each bulb. For bulb 1 you will get an individual switch, and for bulb 2 you will get an individual switch. So the advantage of this thing is that we can actually control. By controlling I mean that we can basically turn on and off each bulb individually, and there is a disadvantage. So there is a disadvantage also, and the disadvantage is that suppose you forgot to close one bulb. Suppose you forgot, just look at this diagram and just think that the bulb 1 is also connected. The two ends of the bulb is connected with the two ends of the wire. So the bulb 1 is also glowing. Suppose you forgot to switch off the bulb 1 and you switch off bulb 2. There are two individual switches and you switch off the switch of bulb 2, but you didn't switch off bulb 1. So what's going to happen is that the battery will still provide, or the current will still flow from bulb 1 to bulb 2, from bulb 1 and from bulb 2. But the thing that is going to happen is that the bulb 1 will keep glowing and the bulb 2 will not. And the reason that the bulb 2 will not glow is that the switch, as you have switched off the bulb 2 and you forgot to switch off the bulb 1, the circuit is complete the circuit is complete for the bulb 1. The circuit is complete in the branch 1 for the bulb 1. The circuit is listen to me very carefully. The circuit is complete for the branch 1 and for the bulb 1. The circuit is complete in the branch 1 for the bulb 1, so the bulb 1 will continue to glow. But as you have turned off the switch, so the circuit is incomplete for the branch 2 for the bulb 2, in the branch 2 for the bulb 2, as you have turned the switch off in the you have turned the switch off switch number you have turned the switch off for bulb 2, so the circuit is incomplete in branch 2 and for bulb 2. Hence, current is still going to travel from branch 1 and then branch 2. But here the opposite thing is going to happen. As the circuit is incomplete for the branch to the current, so the bulb 2 will not glow. As by switching off the light, as by switching off, you are making the circuit incomplete. But by remaining or by keeping the switch on for bulb 1, you are keeping the circuit complete. Hence, the battery is going to provide current to both of the bulbs, but one bulb will glow and one will not. But the main advantage of this thing is that the main advantage of the main switch is the main switch which is connected beside the power source, or which is connected in the light, which is connected with the power source. For example, this position here, you have connect for this position, the one I am circling with my finger. In this position, you have put a switch instead of putting switch in two different branches. You have put a single switch which is going to control both bulbs. So the main advantage of this thing is that you don't have to worry about two individual switches, or you don't have to worry that did I switch off the second bulb or did I switch off the first bulb. You don't have to think like that. You just have to remember and just turn off the main switch, which is in turn going to make the whole circuit incomplete. Therefore, as it's making the whole circuit incomplete, the bulb, none of the bulb is going to glow. Even it doesn't matter right now that you have switched in both branches or not. Now let's see the second option. Just imagine the second option or the second scenario. Just imagine, just close your eyes and see your room and two bulbs. Imagine two bulbs. They are connected in a parallel circuit, and you have two different switches and one main switch also. The main switch is outside of your room and the two individual switch is inside of your room. Now, as you are going outside, suppose you are going to school right now, so you just close the main switch from outside of your room, which is outside of your room. Now, none of the bulb is glowing. None of the bulb is glowing or will glow. Even though you have kept on, you have the switches, both of the individual switches in each of the branch is switched on. It doesn't matter, as the main circuit is incomplete. None of the bulb is going to glow right now. None of the bulb is going to glow right now. Now we are going to see another picture, which is parallel circuit with four branches. Parallel circuit with four branches. So the thing here you are seeing is a sample diagram also drawn by me. There are four, I say four branches, but here are three. It's my mistake. Actually, it's my mistake. Instead of I was trying to write parallel circuit with 5 bulbs instead of 4 branches, or I should have written parallel circuit with 3 branches. It's my fault. Anyways, as you are seeing here, there are three branches in which lights are connected. In each branch, the bulb is connected in a series circuit. We already know that for branch. Now look at the branch 1. Now look at the branch 1. The bulb here is connected in series. Now please look at the series, look at the branch 1. Please look at the branch 1. Here, each of the bulb is connected, both of the bulbs are connected in a series circuit, in a series manner. Both of the bulbs are connected in a series manner. Both of the bulbs are connected in a series manner. This is the main, the battery is the main power source. The current conducting wire, bulb 1, bulb 2, none of them is flowing because here the bulb, I have drawn the bulb 2 a little bit upwards from the circuit or from the wires. It is because I needed you to understand that either the bulb is fused, or the bulb isn't, the bulb is open. মানে আমরা তালা বলি আমরা লাইটটাকে খুলে ফেললাম, এখন একটা সিরিজ সার্কিট হচ্ছে কি all the things are connected together. If one bulb is worn out or if one bulb is fused, the another bulb connected in that branch is not going to work. So this thing bulb 1 and bulb 2 is connected in a series circuit. Here, as the current is passing from the left side to the right side, it's coming to branch 1. So it's entering the branch 1, it's entering bulb 1, and it cannot enter bulb 2, as it is not being able to go through bulb 2, or the wires are not connected. So it's not being able to go to the negative side. As I have already said that current passes from positive to negative side. As the current is entering bulb 1 and it's going forward, it has crossed bulb 1 and it has reached to a dead end. As you can see here that the bulb is not connected. As the bulb is not connected, so there is no chance of the current passing through. As it's not a Bollywood cinema hero that he's going to jump from one mountain to another mountain whose distance is huge, whose distance is like the total height of a blue whale. So this current is not like a Bollywood hero. It's not like a Bollywood hero that it will jump from one end to another. It needs a straight road to pass through. Here the bulbs are here. Instead of the bulbs, I could use resistors. Even the bulbs give out some resistance. The main thing in physics is that all the chapters are connected. When you are going to read all the chapters and going to understand, you will get to know that all the things are connected with one another. From a single atom to the electricity, all of them are connected with each other. So let's go to the main topic. The current is not going to the negative end, as it's not being able to go to the negative end. So none of the bulb in branch 1 will go. So let's look at the bulb 3, which is in the second branch. It is the only bulb, and it is also connected with the both ends of the wire. So as the current after a part of current has gone through branch 1, and the second another part of current is going through branch 2. As it's going through branch 2, so it's being able to pass through straightly, like a normal human. Is being able to pass, is being able to go to its destination. For example, when you are going to school, from your home, the home is your starting point, and school is your destination. In the same manner, the positive side of the battery is the starting or the home of current, and the negative side is its destination. And see, as the current is passing through the branch 2 and it's being able to go to the negative side of the battery, the bulb is glowing. The bulb 3 is glowing. Now look at bulb 4 and bulb 5. They are also connected in series circuit. Now these two bulbs, as they are connected in series circuit, these two bulbs will have the total combination of these two bulbs will be the total combination of voltage. The total combination of voltage of these two bulbs will be equals to the total combination of bulb 3. So the combination voltage of bulb 4 and bulb 5 is the total voltage of bulb 3. So as you are seeing that in bulb 4 and bulb 5, they are connected to the wire and the current is being able to pass. So the bulbs are glowing. Now, suppose, for understanding this thing I am saying here, only understanding purpose. Suppose you have to use 4 bulbs together by using the same power supply. Here I have used 5 bulbs, but you can imagine 4, 6, 7, 1000, it doesn't matter. But you cannot use 1000 bulbs with 12 volt of battery or a regular remote battery, which we use in TV remotes, we cannot use that kind of battery to power up 1000 bulbs or 3 bulbs, not even 1 will glow. I think the small bulbs will glow, but not a LED light like this one that we use in our home, or not like the tube lights that we use at home. So for understanding purpose only, I am going to say this thing that suppose you have 4 bulbs together by using the same, you have to use 4 bulbs together by using the same power supply. We will connect in parallel circuit because we know that in parallel circuit the voltage is equal in each bulb. As we know that the voltage is equal in each bulb, but the current is divided. In this case, also there is the same principle of switch. In this case, there is also the same principle of switch. Now, here the different thing is that you can put 3 different switches in 3 different branches to control each bulb individually. Now, the main thing is that for switch 1 and switch 3, these two switches will control 2 bulbs together. As in the branch 1 there are 2 bulbs and in the branch 2 there are 2 bulbs. So we are using one switch for 2 bulbs. But in branch 2 there is only 1 bulb and 1 switch. So one switch will control 1 bulb in the branch 2. But for branch 1 and branch 3, one switch is going to control 2 bulbs. So which we can connect 4 different switches in 4 different branches. তো আমরা এটা ক্ষেত্রে না ভাবে আমরা 4টা বাল্ব ভাবি এবং we imagine a battery and current conducting wire around it, and there are 4 different branches of 4 bulbs. 4 bulbs are connected in 4 different branches, just like 4 fingers of your hands, or except the thumb, the first 4 fingers of your hands are like the 4 branches of 4 different bulbs, each bulb in each branch. So either we can put 1 switch in each branch to control each bulb individually, or we can provide or we can connect a main switch, we can connect a main switch to control all the four bulbs together. The main thing is that the disadvantage of the main switch is that you cannot choose whether which bulb you can open or not. Which bulb you can open or not. This is the reason most have individual switches. Most have individual switches. Most people prefer individual switches instead of one main switch. Yeah, that's correct. But there is another way that I have said that we can connect four different individual switches and one main switch. So in case of emergency or in case of you are going out and you are in a hurry, you will just turn off the main switch and all the bulbs are not going to glow. And when you have came back to home, when you're home right now, suppose you're home right now and you only need bulb 1 and 2 in your bedroom and you don't need the bulb 3 which is in your dining room and bulb 4 and 5 which is in your drawing room. You only need bulb 1 and 2. As you only need bulb 1 and 2, if there is an individual, first you have to do what? You have to open the main switch, which is going to make the whole circuit complete. Which is now going to make the whole circuit complete. But if there is no other switch in any of the branches, all the four bulbs are going to glow. But we cannot let that happen. So the thing we have to do is that we have to keep one main switch and four individual switches in individual branches. One main switch and four individual switches. One main switch and four individual switches. So if the switch 2 and switch 3 and switch 4 is off, switch 1 is open only and the main switch is open, the current will flow only from branch 1. The current is going to flow. The circuit is complete only in branch 1. As the circuit is complete only in branch 1, so only the bulbs in branch 1 will glow. So if you are done with your studies in your room, now you are going to watch some TV in your drawing room. So you have to open you close switch 1 and you close switch 1 and you open switch 2 which is in your drawing room. Now all the other bulbs are not going to glow, only the bulb in the drawing room which is opened by switch 2 which is making the circuit complete will glow. Only that bulb will glow. So another thing we are going to see here is this two-way switch. In many of the houses there are two-way switches. That it's like the same thing I just said. It's just like the same thing, but here is a different way of working. The actor যদি on হয় ওটা off থাকতে হবে, একটা যদি off হয় ওটা on থাকতে হবে। দুটোটা অফ করা যাবে না, দুটোটা অন করা যাবে না। একটা অফ থাকলে একটা অন হবে, একটা অন থাকলে একটা অফ হবে। And this two has the main power supply. There is also another switch there. So ওই power supply থেকে main supply থেকে যদি switch off করে দেওয়া হয় অথবা main supply সরে দেওয়া হয়, the bulb is not going to glow. So if you are up here and you forgot to close the switch here, so you can just close the switch from here. And if you are here right now and you have to go out and you have to turn off the bulb, and so you can just close the switch from here. Now suppose in night you have walked to the kitchen, you are at 1 AM in the night, you are hungry and you have walked into the kitchen and you left some snacks and ice cream. Now you are coming back and you forgot to switch off the light. Now you forgot to switch off the light. Now what you are going to do? You have to climb down the stairs and switch off, and then you have to walk in the dark. But instead of that, if there is a two-way switch method, if the bulb is connected in a two-way switch method, then you can just climb the stairs here. You just need to go to your room and just climb the stairs. And now you are at the upstairs and you can just switch off the bulb from here. Now you don't have to climb all the way down here and then close the switch and then go all the way up here in the dark. That's the point of two-way switch, and that's the benefit of it. You can switch off anywhere, anytime you want. Now we need to learn that what is a fuse. A fuse is an electrical appliance which is made by a thin piece of metal wire with a low melting point. A fuse is an electrical appliance which is made by a thin piece of metal wire with a low melting point. So I'm going to show the rest of the things later. Till today, this thing is fine. So assalamu alaikum everyone.